The legend of Chloe and the poisoned cake. The most famous shadow in the house belongs to Chloe, a woman enslaved by the Woodruff family in the 1820s. Legend says she was caught eavesdropping on the master's private conversations. As punishment, they cut off her ear. From that day on, she wore a bright green turban to hide the scar. Driven by a desperate need to get back into the family's good graces, or perhaps by a darker thirst for revenge, she decided to make herself indispensable. She baked a birthday cake laced with poisonous oleander leaves, intending to make the family sick so she could nurse them back to health. It went horribly wrong. Within hours, Sarah Woodruff and her 2 young daughters were dead. The other enslaved people, terrified the master would punish them all, dragged Chloe to the woods, lynched her, and threw her body into the Mississippi River. The haunting. To this day, guests see a woman in a green turban wandering the halls. But the real chill comes from the children's spirits, heard sobbing in the nursery or leaving tiny, invisible handprints on the furniture. The mirror of trapped souls. If you ever visit the Myrtles, look at the large gilt-framed mirror in the hallway. Even after being cleaned 1,000 times, strange claw-like marks and dark, cloudy drips appear behind the glass. According to Southern tradition, mirrors were supposed to be covered when someone died so their soul wouldn't get stuck in the reflection. On the day the Woodruffs died, this mirror was missed. Many believe the souls of the mother and children are still looking out from the other side, watching the living walk by, the ghost on the stairs. But Chloe isn't the only one who can't leave. In 1871, William Winter, an attorney living at the plantation, was shot by a stranger on the front porch. Bleeding out and gasping for air, he staggered into the house and began to climb the grand staircase, desperate to reach his wife. He didn't make it. He collapsed and died on the 17th step. The sound. Guests often hear the heavy, rhythmic thud of boots climbing the stairs. The sight. The footsteps always stop exactly at the 17th step, followed by a long, rattling sigh. The unseen soldiers and lost souls. The land itself seems to hold on to trauma like a sponge. The Native American burial ground. The house is rumored to be built over a Tunica Indian burial site. A young woman with long dark hair and supernatural strength is often seen standing near the gazebo. The Civil War soldiers. After the war, the house was a site of much bloodshed. Guests have woken up to see soldiers in tattered uniforms, standing at the foot of their beds, staring in silence. As the fire dies down, remember this: the current owners of the Myrtles don't try to hide these stories. They don't have to. The house tells the stories itself, through the cold spots in the hallway, the smell of baking cake in an empty kitchen,